7,000 HD. It's so nice to see some rainfall here in Southern California. Unfortunately, it's just going to be a lot at once, and so we're going to be seeing some pretty big impacts tomorrow. We've already seen some of it today. It was a really rough commute to work this morning, and it's mostly just been light. We're looking at some light, spotty showers into certain areas, but around the Hollywood and Los Angeles area, we're getting a little bit of rain, too. The big part of this is going to be tomorrow. That is when we're going to see the heavy downpours and the bulk of all of this rain. So we have flood watches in place. We have flash flood watches in place as well. And that goes for especially the recent burn scar areas, too, where we still have the chance to see some mudslides, debris flow. Aside from that, we can most likely expect to see quite a bit of roadway flooding aside from the flash flooding tomorrow, too. So just be safe driving. We'll see some ponding on the roads, and it's going to be slick out there, and it is going to be a tough. Expecting some snow at about 4,500 feet, 2 to 6 inches up to 6,000 feet, and then above 6,000 feet, anywhere between about 12 to 20. So this is going to be a nice little storm here. Aside from the snow and the rain, though, we're also going to be dealing with some very gusty winds, some strong winds, gusts up to about 50 to 70 miles per hour. This goes mostly for the high desert. That's where we're expecting to see some of the strongest winds, but we're going to see widespread wind as we head into tomorrow. So it's going to be cold, windy, rainy, and snowing up into the mountain communities. Temperatures are cool right now. They're going to stay that way. Storm coming down from the Gulf of Alaska. It's a cold one, and it's going to be bringing us quite a bit of rainfall. Spotty through the rest of the day today, but as we head into tomorrow morning, we start to see the bulk of this. It's going to be happening in 2 rounds tomorrow. The first round is happening in the morning. Take a look at this, 6 a.m. Widespread rain, moderate to 30. It continues to travel south into the east, and the Inland Empire seeing quite a bit. Very heavy rainfall along the Santa Ana Mountains. Then heading into about lunchtime, we start to see that next round of it, moderate to heavy in Ventura County, and then pushing down into Los Angeles and all the way out into the IE in Orange County by late tomorrow afternoon. After that, we head into Wednesday morning, and we're still going to be seeing some spotty showers here for certain areas, but it looks like the bulk of it will be getting some in Orange County, San Diego County, and the Inland Empire for the moderate to heavy rainfall. By Wednesday afternoon, it kind of all starts to wind down, but tomorrow is going to be from
Brianna for, a look at this rain. So nice to see it.
Yeah, this is pretty rare for us, too. Expecting anywhere from 1 to 5 inches of rain. Depending where you are, 5 inches is mostly for the mountain communities, the higher elevations, but we are expecting quite a bit tomorrow. Today has been light, steady in some areas, spotty. As you take a live look from Hollywood, you can see the streets are wet out there, and we've been seeing a lot of slick conditions on the roads. That's going to get even worse tomorrow, where we are expecting to see more roadway flooding because we're going to be seeing those brief heavy downpours tomorrow, and in some cases not brief. It's going to be hanging around. It's going to be dumping a lot of rain at one time, and so flooding is a big concern for tomorrow. As you take a live look from Santa Monica right now, cloudy. Pretty much the view everywhere in Southern California. We're in for a stormy few days here. Live Mega Doppler 7,000 HD picking up on some of the light showers that we're seeing across the Southland out into Ventura County. Fairly spotty, and then Santa Clarita, San Fernando getting some showers along. Same for the foothills. Tomorrow, the bulk of the storm's coming. We'll be talking about all those details coming up in just a little bit, guys.
Thanks, Brianna.
Tomorrow. So today it's pretty much light and spotty for some areas. Live Mega Doppler 7,000 HD showing this is the weaker front. By tomorrow, the bulk of the storm is going to be moving on in, and we are expecting some heavy downpours, roadway flooding. That is all possible, especially even some thunderstorms. That's possible tomorrow, too. I'll put this on pause for you so you can see where we are looking at it. Most of the steady light rainfall is for the foothills and the mountains, but we are having some spotty areas near Thousand Oaks, up towards Santa Clarita, and then down into Los Angeles, and even out into the IE, just getting a couple sprinkles there around the Riverside area. Ahead of tomorrow, we have a lot of watches in place. Flash flood watches are there for recent burn scar areas. It goes for the Santa Ana Mountains out toward the San Bernardino, Riverside County Mountains as well. And then we have a flood advisory in place, too. Aside from mud and debris flows possible near the recent burn scars, we also have the potential to see a lot of roadway flooding tomorrow. So be safe driving. Set the alarm early. The commute tomorrow morning is going to be rough. We have winter storm watches in place for the mountains, so also some dangerous driving conditions for the mountains as well. Aside from snow falling, we're also going to have some very strong winds for the mountains. especially for LA County. We're talking gusts up to about 50 to 70 miles per hour for the high desert areas. And then we have some wind advisories in place, too. So tomorrow is going to be very windy, widespread winds. It's going to be cold. It's going to be raining, and it's going to be snowing. And we're expecting quite a few live. And it's going to be a cold one, too. We're going to get some snow here, and it's all because the storm's dropping down from the Gulf of Alaska. This trough will continue to swing through, and we're going to have pretty much 2 rounds of the bulk of the rain tomorrow. So as we look through the rest of the afternoon, you can see it's mostly spotty through the Southland. And then heading into tomorrow morning, we're going to see the first round of some widespread and heavy at times rainfall covering pretty much down into areas of Ventura County and then continuing to make its way south and east into Los Angeles about 2:30 and then down into the Inland Empire and Orange County late tomorrow afternoon. Into Wednesday, we are going to see a couple more spotty showers, especially for the southern and eastern communities. 66 degrees, your high on Wednesday, and then heading into the weekend, we're going to be back up to some mid-60s, and then some more dry weather does return.